What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with our Tales of Crestoria video. I am very excited to talk about this with everybody. They just put out a tweet about 10 minutes. It's been a little longer on the Japanese side, probably like 5 or so minutes longer than the English one. But there is finally an update on the release date for Tales of Crestoria, and this is very good news. It is still a little bit of a wait, but, we weren't expecting it end of April anyway. We were expecting it probably around June, and it seems like they are going to be sticking to this. So, let's go over what is being said here. There's a lot of very exciting stuff here. So, thank you for your continued support of Tales of Crestoria. As I know many of you are excitedly awaiting the game, I have some news regarding the release date. We are currently proceeding with the game's development with an early June 2020 release date in mind. They did mention back in the, I think it was December stream, that they were aiming for a mid-2020 release, so June 2020, very early, probably within the first week or two of the month, is what they are aiming for, and honestly, that's great. That's only like a month away. Like, let's just say June 1st was what they were aiming for. That's like a month and a week away. That's crazy. But there's even like greater stuff going on here. So they're currently going with that. We have an update on the current development situation. As mentioned in a previous update, we've been working on adding full voicing to the main story. So full voicing is great. Like, I have no complaints there. So that's obviously referring to whatever kind of adventure that Kanata and his crew, and the other Tales characters go on. I don't know if that will entail events. I highly doubt events are going to be fully voiced, because events are kind of like weekly or bi-weekly things when it comes to Tales games, so it would probably be very hard to voice those things, so those probably will not be fully voiced. Especially illustrated cut-ins. Cut-ins referring to like mystic arts and stuff like that. So it seems like they're going to be doing maybe original stuff for that. So that would be really cool. And various other brush-ups to the game. So it seems like they're in the final stretch. It seems like the core stuff of what they want for this game is done. And they're just kind of getting ready to release the game. As we enter the final stretch, we feel that Tales of Crestoria has become a game that players will thoroughly enjoy. Voices will be in Japanese. This is no surprise to anybody. Tales in the West, the console games do well, but it not well enough to warrant a full English dub for a mobile game. That's already evident enough. Tales of Asteria did not get an English version. Tales of Link lasted 3 years in English, which was okay, even still with Japanese voices. And Tales of the Rays didn't even make it to its 1-year anniversary. So, obviously, they're not going to put a full dub into this game. But that's fine. I mean, you really don't need a dub for a game like this. I get some people will be like, I want to hear my favorite, voice actor doing this, and that, but it's really not necessary for a mobile game. We also hope that you're looking forward to the theme song and new promotional video due to release on Sunday, April 26th. This was originally always planned. They made a post about this quite a while ago. Almost a month ago now. It was at the beginning of this month when they announced that. So that's good that they're still sticking with that. So we're going to see the theme song and promotional video for the game. This title will be the first game in Tales series history to release simultaneously worldwide. So if you still had any doubts that, what if the global version doesn't start till like months later, that's not happening here. They are both going to, if the date is June 1st, June 4th, June 9th, whatever it is, English and Japanese will release simultaneously. Now, I want to get people prepared for this because this happens a lot. I play a lot of mobile games, as I'm sure a lot of my viewers know. And, I mean, not for the channel, but just in general. This does happen a lot where iOS and Android, and, Ray's players will know this just from the other day. iOS and Android don't always work in cohesion with each other. And it's usually the case that when a mobile game releases, Android gets it first, even as much as like a week beforehand. Just because iOS has this whole procedure system where they have to go through and be like, oh, is this game okay to be put on our service, blah, blah, blah. And they usually take longer than Android. So If you are on iOS, there is a chance you might have to wait a few more days longer than Android users. If I'm up here making videos on the game, June 1st, and you're on iOS and you might not be able to play the game till like June 7th, June 8th, that's just kind of how things go. Let's see what else there is to talk about here. We hope fans around the world will be able to play and get excited about the game together. To that end, we will be conducting an open beta test of the English version during early May in order to assess network load in certain regions. So, I'm not sure how this is going to work. Now, I've seen open betas for Tales games, or not Tales games, just mobile games in general. But it's always kind of been the case where the open beta starts and it just leads into the full game release. Like, it's not like the open beta is open for like a week and then you can't play until the release. But that may be what they do. So, if you're someone who's going to re-roll like crazy, maybe you play the open beta and you don't keep that account. Maybe you're just going to be like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to test the game. And then when the game actually releases on June 1st, June whatever, I'll make a new account then. If it is an account we're going to keep, I'll probably just re-roll in the beta and then just keep whatever I have there. But there's no guarantee that we're going to be able to keep what we have on the beta. But they may do something where it's like, if they register that your phone played during the open beta, maybe you get some extra rewards. We'll have to see when the beta starts how that's going to work and what they say about that. But having an open beta is great. So early May, we could be we're probably like 2 weeks away from the open beta for Crestoria. We are 2 weeks away, 2 or 3 weeks away from essentially having the game in our hands, a game we've been waiting on for 2 years. I am very excited about this, if you could not tell. But this is mainly to assess network load, because there is going to be co-op in this game to some extent, as I made in my previous update video. So that might be the case there. I don't even know how much is going to be playable in the open beta. I don't know if there's going to be like specific game modes. Like, it literally may just be something where you boot it up and you have access to like 4 or 5 characters and you can just go into like a co-op mission. But most of the time when they do these kind of open betas, it's usually just like the first version of the game. And, you can build up your account with whatever content they currently have in the game and you kind of go from there. But like I said, once it actually comes out, we'll be able to see. So they say, thank you for your understanding. There is still some time before release, but the whole development team will do the utmost to make sure the game emerges as polished as it can be. We hope you look forward to playing to it. If nothing else, Tales of Crestoria the developers of Tales of Crestoria have proven they want this game to be amazing. You get a lot of gacha games that come out today that are kind of half-assed in their content, and it's just like, it's very evident when the game comes out, there's not a lot to do, nothing looks as great as it's supposed to. So it's clear that, the people at Bandai and the people working on this game really want this game to do well. And I do really like that the English side, it has a Twitter, unlike Tales of the Rays, and that it looks like they are trying to make sure that, people know about this game. I still would wish that the official, like, English Tales Twitter and, like, maybe the Bandai Twitter would tweet out about this game so everyone knows about it. But them having their own Twitter is still better than what they did with Rays, where they just had, like, a Facebook page, and all they did was post when a new event would go live or a new banner would go live. So that didn't help anybody. And then there's a little notice down here. There may be schedule changes due to the coronavirus infection. So coronavirus could impact this game. As of right now, it's April 24th, and that's when this was made. So as of right now, it doesn't seem like it's affected their progression in terms of making this game, with the release date and everything. But there is some stuff that could change. Someone who's very important on the project could come down with the coronavirus, and that puts stuff, back. Or the people working at home, maybe they have some issues there. But as of right now, it seems like they don't have any issues with the release time. Because if that was the case, they would have set it up here, where they would have been like, oh, we originally said early June, but because of the coronavirus, it looks like it might be closer to July, or what have you. But as of right now, with everything that's written here regarding the service launch, it looks like there is not going to be any issues with that. But, it remains to be seen. We could get closer to June, and there could be something with coronavirus that makes it get delayed. But other than that, that's pretty much everything here on the 26th. So in 2 days on Sunday, we will go over, I'll make a video going over whatever they show there with the like promotional video and opening song that they have. And then on May 1st, as I mentioned in my previous video, where was it? I think it was only on the Japanese Twitter they talked about it, but essentially this tweet and then the one they made on the Japanese Twitter where essentially we are going to be, oh, they made this their new pinned tweet. That's nice. Essentially where they went over everything that's going to be shown to us on May 1st, you know, just kind of talking about the game and the developments they made and stuff. But I am very happy they did this here before the stuff on May 1st, because everyone would have been on pins and needles being like, release date, release date, release date. So this is the information that people with a release date will want to know. You know, we don't have an official day yet or anything, but I still now expect, you know, if it's not up already, which I'm sure it's not, once the May 1st stuff happens, or even maybe when the May or the April 26th stuff happens, we should see the pre-download for Tales of Crestoria in the app stores. And then I still feel like the open beta app is still going to be the same app that we use when the game actually launches. You know, they may do something where the open beta is up for a week. So like, let's say the open beta starts May 1st and it goes to May 8th. And then you just keep the game on your phone until June 1st. You know, it'll just, every time you try to open it, it'll just say, oh, the game is currently in maintenance. And it'll say that until June 1st when the game actually goes live. Or they might do, like I said, what other mobile games do, where you just can play it until the release. You know, it's an open beta. They're just going to keep testing the servers. If there's issues, they go into maintenance for a little bit. Then they open it back up to test it even further. And then it just leads up to the game's actual release, where we'll see more content, you know, day one. But, I hope that's the case, because then people can, you know, the open beta can be the time where people want to re-roll their account, you know, try and find the perfect account that they want to get. But I'm sure a lot of this will be answered for us on May 1st, you know, a week from today, when all that stuff starts getting posted. But this is all very exciting to me, like actually legitimately exciting. Let me know what you guys think down below about all of this. I think this is great, you know. We are in the home stretch for Tales of Crestoria. We've been waiting. Look, I remember when this Twitter was first made. November 2018. I remember just happening upon the Japanese Tales of Crestoria account. And then the English one being made, you know, I think it was a few days later. Let me see. So November was for the English one, and September was the Japanese one. I remember happening upon, but by the way, you can tell the difference in followers very easily. 87,000 on the Japanese one and 6,000 on the English one. But I'm sure there's more that they could do to promote their Twitter, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm sure as the game comes out, more people are playing it, more people will find the Twitter because they want to stay up to date with all the information and what have you. But let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you guys are excited. I'm very excited. I'm excited to start playing Tales of Crestoria. I'm excited to start making content on it. I still haven't decided how I'm going to handle the story, because we're actually going to be able to read it. I don't know if I'll do live streams when new chapters come out, or if I'll just make videos. It's really going to depend on how things go. Right now, I'm leaning more towards videos, because especially right when the game comes out, I'm not going to live stream for like 6 to 10 hours playing Crestoria. It's probably going to be a thing where I mostly am like farming up units on the side, you know, getting my teams ready and stuff. Maybe once the initial content is done and we start getting to the point where we get monthly chapters like Ray's, maybe those I'll do for live streams, but we'll wait and see for that. Like I said, let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. You want to stay up to date with everything Tales of Crestoria. I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.